Hello, guys, and welcome to Football Fan Den UK. Hope you guys have had a good day as we are here for the weekend's football. Loads of games going on this afternoon, but we are going to be keeping an eye on Preston v Swansea, as well as going round the grounds and looking at the other results, keeping you guys informed as best possible. So hopefully you guys looking forward to an interesting afternoon of football results. So, yeah, let's hope we're going to have some cracking games today, guys. So just bear with me a second as I just share the team news with you guys. So, should be coming on your screen now, guys. As you can see, Preston lining up with 3 at the back, 4 across the midfield, and 3 up front with a staggered formation. Swansea going with 3 at the back and 5 in midfield, 2 up front. So clearly Swansea feeling the need to go a little bit more defensive away from home by the looks of it. So let's quickly go to the chat before we do get underway. And BWFC, how do you, mate? Welcome to the show. BWFC forever saying, come on, you lily whites. How's it going, mate? Welcome to the show. Hopefully be a good game, and hope you're doing okay, mate. Good to see you. And thank you for that, BWFC. BWFC, they're getting behind Preston. So we are off and running, guys, as the ball knocked out of play on this near side. So it's gone out straight out pretty much for throwing from the kickoff. So Swansea now with a throw-in. Just to let you guys know, Preston playing in their traditional home kit of white top, blue shorts, and Swansea playing in all red. So the ball comes in from the throw-in and it's launched up the field and out of play. So thanks for that, BWFC, for ever saying 2-1 Preston. Good shout, mate. Good shout. Yeah, Preston being a home team, you'd fancy them to get the win, but should be a tight game, I'm expecting like that. So thanks for that, BWFC forever, and thank you, mate. Welcome to the show. Dave, how you doing, mate? Afternoon, Dave. Dave saying 14:31 afternoon all. How you doing, Dave? Dave coming in early, I think, to just say hello. Thanks for that, Dave. Sorry, I was just getting in from work and rushing to get ready, so I couldn't jump on to say hello earlier. But welcome to the show, Dave. Always great to have you with us, mate. And hope you're having a good weekend so far. Thanks for that, Dave. Dave also saying, hello, BWFC. I'm going with a 3-3 draw. Oh, that's a good shout, Dave. We're being for a cracker if we get that amount of goals, mate. So fingers crossed we have a good few goals like that from Dave's prediction. So Swansea now with the possession on that far side of the field as Preston pressing the ball. So thanks for that, Dave. And as I say, mate, welcome to the show. Ryan saying 4-1 to Swansea. Come on, Michael Duff. Okay, Ryan, thanks for that, and welcome to the show, mate. Good to have you with us. Sorry, guys, we're just quickly checking that. So thanks for that, Ryan. So Swansea now on that far side. Bloodfree's blown for a foul here on the halfway line, but on the far side. So we're back off and running as Swansea now play the ball forward, knocking it into the centre of the field. Now out to this near side as Preston come across to press the ball. Swansea take it back into the centre as Preston come forward off the edge of their box, but now the ball crossed in behind, and it's a poor cross as Preston pick it up and now play out from the back. Dave saying afternoon, Ryan. Nice one, Dave. Top man, thank you. Awesome from Dave as always. With the positive vibes, top man. Ryan saying, hey up, thank you, Ryan. And Ryan saying Yorkshire v Lancashire is like watching cricket, Barnsley and Wigan. I don't really follow cricket, mate, so I couldn't really say, to be fair. What's going on here? Where's the... Sorry, guys. Don't know what's going on with that. There we go. So I'm not. Well, I'd like to say that I don't follow cricket, so I don't really have that opinion. Dave saying 2-1, 3-3, and 4-1 so far. Yeah, that's a bit of a mixed bag in it, Dave. Yep, definitely. Different bit of a mixed bag with the predictions. But that's what we like. That shows our individuality. So thanks for that, Dave. Ryan saying I will be back. Okay, Ryan, no worries, mate. So we've got Swansea just knocking it about in their own half at the moment as Preston come to press the ball, but Swansea just enjoying this spell of possession, but not doing an awful lot with it at the moment as they just continue to knock it about in their own half. But now we have got some action as ball over the top finally by Swansea as they come forward now into the Preston box. Shot comes in and it's deflected behind, and that's going to be a corner. But we've got claims for a handball here. But I don't think the referee's going to give that because it didn't look deliberate and intentional. Let's just have a look at the replay. Yeah, that's not deliberately intentional. What is going on with this? Come on, you stupid thing. So Dave saying, afternoon, Mr. Gaz. When you get here, I'm not at Millwall today, but close by at the Lions Cafe. Can hear the buzz from her. Sorry, guys. From here, sounds electric. Yeah, thanks for that, Dave. Great, always great to have you with us, mate. It's disappointing that obviously you're not going to the game today, but I understand your reasons why. You did tell me the other day, and if more fans made a stand like yourself, mate, then I think football would be a lot better for fans, a lot better. So yeah, great to have you with us, Dave. And I'm gutted you're missing the game, mate. But like I say, totally understand why. So Dave saying, afternoon, Stevie. Nice one, Dave. Nice one, mate. Top stuff from Dave there. Thank you. Ryan saying, I am back. Okay, Ryan. Thanks, mate. And Stevie saying, afternoon, Gaz and all. How's it going, Stevie? Thank you for making yourself available, mate. Always good to have you with us. Ben saying, hi, Gaz and all. How's it going, Ben? Welcome to the show, mate. Hope you're having a good weekend. Don't forget, guys, it is Saturday. You are welcome to give us a score prediction for your own club, but get it in early because obviously the goals will start going in soon. So if you want to give a prediction of your own club and how you think this afternoon they'll turn, what result they'll get, then you're welcome to do it, guys. But do it now while it's early before we get deeper into the games. Dave saying, hello, Ben. Nice one, Dave. BWFC forever saying, and come on, you Wanderers. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Let's hope Bolton can get back to winning ways this weekend. Hope so, mate. Hope so. Really, really disappointed with them last weekend. That wasn't Bolton at their best by far. Oh, we've already read that comment, haven't we? So yeah, sorry guys, what's going on here? So we got the ball out on that far side for another throw in. So yeah, thanks for that. BWFC. And Ryan saying Manchester United getting battered against Nottingham Forest. Are they? Nottingham Forest 2-0 up. I wouldn't say it's battered yet, but yeah, United 2-0 down to Forest already. So thanks for that, Ryan. Although I'm not sure I'd say it battered just yet, mate. If another goal goes in, maybe, but 2-0 is more than doable for United to turn back, get themselves back into the game. How many times we've seen teams take a 2-0 lead and then end up 2-2 by the end of the game? So a little bit premature that, Ryan, with the battered. But thank you for the update, mate. Thank you. So Swansea now coming forward down the centre. And say, work the ball out wide, but now come back inside as Preston quickly shift players across. And now Swansea with a cross into the ball, but it's a poor one and it goes straight out of play. And that will be a goal kick. So, guys, let's have a quick look. As you guys probably know, Tottenham winning against Bournemouth 2-0 at dinner time. And also Rangers won 2-0 against Ross County at dinner time as well. And rest of 3 o'clock kickoffs. Just like I'm not going to read them all out, guys. I'm just going to read out games where I'm seeing goals. Arsenal 0, Fulham 1. So Arsenal 1-0 down. As we know, United 2-0 down to Nottingham Forest. Then the latest in the Premier League. No goals in the Scottish Premiership. In the English Championship, Birmingham have gone 1-0 ahead against Plymouth. Ipswich have gone 1-0 up against Leeds. No more goals so far in the English Championship. In the English League One, Lincoln City have gone 1-0 up against Blackpool. And that's it so far in League One. Only one goal so far. In English League Two, no goals so far in English League Two, guys. No goals in the National League. Got one goal gone in the Scottish Championship. Adrians have gone 1-0 up against Inverness Caledonian Thistle. In Scottish League One, we've got Edinburgh City have gone 1-0 up against Annan Athletic, and Hamilton Academic have gone 1-0 up against Montrose. No goals in Scottish League Two. And we got one goal in the Welsh League. Cardiff MU have gone 1-0 up against Colwyn Bay. And we have one goal also in the Irish Premiership. Crusaders have gone 1-0 up against Newry City AFC. So there you go, guys. That brings you up to date so far. So we've got a free kick now just inside the Preston half of the field for Swansea, right on the edge of the centre circle, bang on the halfway line. So Swansea take the free kick, take it short. Now a ball over the top into the box. And it's a poor one again. No Swansea player reading that, and it's gone out for a goal. I always wonder, guys, what's your thoughts when you see players doing that a lot? Do you think it always gets me confused? You think it's something that's practiced in training, this ball over the top or the ball through the middle? Because I do seem to see it a lot in games, but it's amazing how many times we see defensive players or midfield players chip a long ball forward, but the forward players are not reading it. So I don't know. I'd love to know you guys what you think. Do you think that? Do you think it's just not players not being switched on, or players just seeing it as an opportunity? Do you think it's a training ground tactic? I'd love to know your thoughts on it, guys, because we do see a lot of balls over the top. With clubs trying to get in behind the defence, but like I say, the forward player's not always reading it well, which would suggest that it's not practiced, or would suggest to me that it's not practiced enough in training. So the ball back now with the Swansea goalkeeper. And it's now Swansea build out from the back. Playing the ball forward out to this near side as Swansea intercept it. Now Swansea challenging for the ball on that far side as Preston win it back. Now Preston coming forward as Swansea knock it out of play on that far side, and that will be a throw into Preston. So ball comes in as Preston now with a possession on the edge of the box. Crossed in, it's deep as Preston pick it up on this near side. And now Swansea coming to challenge for the ball as Preston still with the possession. But now Swansea win it back momentarily before Preston win it back, and then eventually it's gone out of play on this near side for a throw-in. We have 2 goals gone in the Scottish Premiership, guys. Hibernian 1-0 down to Livingston. Motherwell 1-0 down to Kilmarnock. Leeds have equalised against Ipswich in the English Championship. Norwich have gone 1-0 up against Huddersfield. Leicester have gone 1-0 ahead against Rotherham. Goal in English League Two. Wrexham have gone 1-0 up against Barrow. And Notts County have gone 1-0 up against Tranmere Rovers. So goals starting to go in around the grounds, guys. Preston now with the possession on this near side as they play it into the centre. Swansea quickly shifting players about as now Preston knock the ball out to that far side. Coming forward. Swansea now intercept the ball as now Swansea playing it out from the back. Knocking it forward as they come towards the halfway line, but pressure coming from Preston as they try to challenge there. But Swansea managing to keep the possession as now they play it forward, knocking it out wide to that far side, looking to try and get in behind, but Preston reading that ball well. And Swansea now come towards the edge of the box, ball cut back as the shot comes in, and it's just over the bar. So good effort there from Swansea. So goal kick now for Preston. As the goalkeeper kicks it long up the field. Both sets of players just challenging for it at the moment in the midway inside Swansea's half of the field as eventually Preston come away with it. With the ball on that far side as now Preston play it into the centre. Ball chipped into the box as Preston try to make the most of it, but Swansea have got their midfield and defence really compact there on the edge of the box as Preston struggle to work their way through it. Now the ball is eventually worked up the field as Preston now come again down this near side, trying to work the way towards the goal as challenge comes in from Swansea, and the referee's blown the whistle here. I'm not sure whether it's he's giving it for an offside there. Dave saying it's a bit quiet on here today. Yeah, don't worry about it, Dave. Sometimes it's busy, sometimes it's quiet. It's always difficult to predict on Saturdays. Obviously, a lot of fans watching games and watching their own clubs, stuff like that. So some Saturdays it's really busy and active in the chat. Some Saturdays it's quiet. But I've got to continue this round the grounds thing for a bit longer yet, because obviously we're trying to figure out which clubs are actually got fans interested in being part of the Fandom project and want to be part of the Fandom community. We're trying to make it easy for fans to find us by doing a lot of variety of games. And I picked this one today because I've not managed to do a game away from home yet for Swansea, mate. So I think this is the first Swansea game I've done where they're away from home. So obviously I'm targeting away games, particularly for clubs to see, because that's where more likely to get interest, because not all fans travel to away games. So thought this was a good game to challenge to see if we can attract any of the Welsh fan community. But yeah, thanks for that, Dave. It's like that sometimes, mate. Not to worry. So ball comes in from this near side as goalkeeper intercepts it, and that will be relief for Swansea. So goalkeeper kicks the ball long up the field out to that far side, and it's gone straight out of play midway inside the Preston half of the field. So let's have a quick look. Guys, United have pulled one back against Forest. So it's United 1, Nottingham Forest 2. Norwich have now gone 2-0 up against Huddersfield. And Leeds have taken the lead against Ipswich. That's now 2-1. 2-1 to Leeds. Still no goals for Millwall yet, mate. Leicester 1-0 up against Rotherham. And let's just have a quick look. Still no more goals in League One yet. Oh, Swansea now getting in behind momentarily on that far side as Preston quickly managed to get bodies back and challenge for the ball as the ball cleared up the field, and now Swansea intercept it. As Swansea now tried to play the ball forward, but forced to come backwards under pressure from Preston. Dave saying it's okay. Like this, you can focus on the footy. Yeah, thanks, Dave. To be fair, I've got a lot to learn about Saturday soccer shows. I've got better ideas from this, but like I say, at the moment, we're just doing around the grounds things. We still need to build up the fandom community a bit more before I can do a proper proper Saturday soccer show. I've got ideas for that kind of thing where we focus on all clubs rather than just on one game, because there's so many games at 3 o'clock on a Saturday. It's just really difficult to just pick one. But in the future, we will be doing some kind of soccer show at some point in the future. But one step at a time at the moment. So thanks for that, Dave. I've still got a lot to learn as a commentator, mate. Teaching myself one day at a time. I feel like I keep getting better. Joey said I've got a lot better since last year. Stevie says I've improved since last year. So just keep chipping away at it. Keep chipping away at it. And hopefully, eventually, I'll feel like I get it. So now ball over the top and in behind for Preston as they come into the box. And now Preston with a shot, and it's wild over the bar. In fact, I think that's over 2 bars. That was so wild. I think he could have stuck a goal on top of the goal and it still would have gone over the bar. Disappointing effort that from Preston. But the effort to get put forward was good. Just the final shot on goal was disappointing. Swansea now coming forward, playing the ball towards the edge of the Preston box. It's deflected away out to that far side as now Preston win the possession, trying to play it up the field as Swansea intercept it. Now Swansea come forward with a ball over the top and it goes out of play, and that will be a goal kick to Preston. So 22 minutes gone, guys. Still 0-0. Goalkeeper kicks the ball long up the field out to that far side as Swansea managed to intercept it. Now Swansea playing the ball back towards goal as Preston press to win back possession and forces Swansea to play it all the way back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper kicks the ball long up the field as both sets of players challenge for it. And now Preston come away with it as Preston now come forward. Ball into the box as it's ricochets out to this near side as Swansea allow it to go out of play, and that will be a throw into Swansea on this near side, pretty much right next to the corner flag. Ryan saying red card to Wigan. Thanks, Ryan. Red card to Wigan. Ooh, that's not good for them, is it? Could be an advantage to you, mate. Still 0-0 in that one, though. So Preston now with the possession on that far side. As now they knock it out wide to this near side. Swansea come across to press the ball as Preston now with the possession. And the referee blows for a foul. Bit of a slow game this so far, guys. So Preston with a free kick. Probably about 6, 7 yards away from the halfway line, something like that. Maybe 5. So we're just waiting for this free kick. Preston now with a ball crossed towards goal as it's headed away. And now Preston picking up the possession on that far side. It's now Preston play it into the centre. And now Preston coming forward down that far side as the ball into the box now. As it's knocked away, Preston picking up the pieces on the halfway line as they play it out to this near side now. Another ball crossed up towards the box as Preston head it on. Swansea knocking it away as the ball just being headed about in the air. Finally, Preston getting the ball down just outside the box as they now cross it in on that far side. Swansea intercept it at this near side post as they managed to clear the ball. But I think he might have just sneaked out of play there, but maybe they've just got away with that as Preston reacquire possession further up the field. Joey saying, hi, guys. How you doing, mate? I'm good, Joey. Thank you for asking, mate. How are you doing? Welcome to the show. Always a pleasure to have you with us, mate. And, yeah, hope you're doing okay, Joey. Not been good reading for Liverpool. I don't know if you've heard the headline this morning. Apparently, Mo Salah is encouraging the Saudi clubs to come in for him. Have you heard that, Joey? That's what's being reported this morning, mate. But good to see you, Joey. Welcome to the show, mate. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure, mate. Thank you, Joey. Ryan saying, come on, Barnsley. Come on, Barnsley. Thanks for that, Ryan. And Ryan telling us 1-0 Barnsley. Thanks for that, mate. I'm not seeing it on my screen yet. So Preston now with a possession as they come forward towards the edge of the box. Shot comes in and it's just wide of that far side post. And that will relieve the pressure momentarily for Swansea. So, yeah, Barnsley have gone 1-0 up against Wigan. West Brom have gone 1-0 up against Middlesbrough, guys. Leeds now 3-1 up against Ipswich. So goals really starting to go in. Brentford have gone 1-0 up against Crystal Palace. So Swansea now with a possession on this near side as they play it into the centre now. Working it out wide to that far side as they come forward, but Preston pressing the ball on that far side as now Swansea play it into the centre. Preston with the possession. Joey saying, jolly good, mate. Yeah, I'm all good, thanks. Awesome. Cool, Joey. Good to hear, mate. Good to hear. Now Preston coming forward down that far side as they now come towards the edge of the Swansea box. Ball knocked out to the edges. Oh, that's poor from Preston. He's blasted it miles. It looks like he's blasted it out of the ground. He's kicked it. That is really poor effort, that. So, yeah, thanks, Joey. Joey also saying, really? Not heard that yet. Been out all day. Thanks. We'll have a look into that. Yeah, I don't, mate. Joey, it might be just clickbait, mate. It might be clickbait. I've seen it before come up on my Google notifications, so it could be just clickbait, Joey. But I thought I'd mention it to you in case you hadn't heard. But yeah, that's what's being reported. That apparently Mo Salah is encouraging the Saudi clubs to come in for him, and apparently Klopp not happy about it. So that's what the headline said. Anyway, I didn't have a chance to read all the details. I read a bit of it. But that's what's being reported. But like I said, Joey, as you know, mate, it could be just media clickbait. I'm sure we'll find out the truth as that develops. Preston now with the ball just inside their own half as Swansea come forward to press the ball. But thanks for that, Joey. Yep, check that out when you get a minute, mate. Ben saying, I'm back, guys. How's it going, Ben? Good to have you back with us. And now the ball cleared up the field as Swansea now challenging for the ball on the halfway line. Preston coming away with it, though, as they play it out wide to that far side as Swansea come across to press the ball. But Preston now keeping possession as they play it now into the centre, knocking it out wide to this near side as they come forward now towards the edge of the Swansea box. Ball played back in towards the edge of the box as Swansea intercept the loose pass. And now Swansea try to build from the back as they play it forward now, knocking it out wide to this near side as they try to push forward up to the halfway line. Preston just reshuffling the pack as they try to get bodies back behind the ball. Ryan saying, best Bolton fans say thank you to us, laugh out loud. Okay, why would we say thank you? Ben saying 1-0 Peterborough. We don't want Barnsley to beat Wigan. We want to beat them ourselves, mate. But we're not really that bothered about Wigan. Wigan are more bothered about that result than we are, mate. Barnsley now. Oh, it's Ryan that confusing me. Ben saying Derby equalised. Laugh out loud. Have they, mate? Have they? Thanks for that. Thanks for that, Ben. So, yeah, Peterborough 1, Derby County 1. Oxford have gone 1-0 up against Charlton Athletic. Lincoln have gone 1-0 up against Blackpool. As we know, Barnsley 1-0 up against Wigan in this English Championship. West Brom 2-0 up against Middlesbrough now. Southampton 1-0 up against QPR. As I said earlier, Leicester 1-0 up against Rotherham. Leeds 3-1 up against Ipswich. Norwich still 2-0 up against Huddersfield. Birmingham still 1-0 ahead of Plymouth. No more goals to report in the Scottish Premiership just yet. And all as it was earlier in the Premier League. So, yeah, thanks for that, Ben. Yeah, I just looked at it. So the ball now back with the Preston goalkeepers. They now look to build from the back, knocking the ball out wide to this near side. As Swansea come across to try and press the ball. But Preston playing the ball across the back line and out to that far side now as they try to stretch Swansea's formation from left to right. Now a ball over the top as it's intercepted by Swansea at the back. Now Swansea coming forward down that far side as they race towards the edge of the Preston box, but Preston pressing the ball, trying to slow them down, but Swansea have worked through the press as the cross comes in, and now Swansea with the ball into the box, and it's into the back of the net. Swansea have broke the deadlock. Ball coming in from that far side, coming to the box, crossed it in, and on-running Swansea player was able to just tap it in. The goalkeeper did actually get a touch to it, but not enough to keep it out. But yeah, really nice goal that, in fairness to Swansea. So Preston finding themselves 1-0 down at home. Kyle H, how you doing, mate? Kyle H saying, yo, Gaz, how you doing, man? Quick turnaround by Leeds there. How's it going, Kyle? Welcome to the show, mate. Yeah, Leeds doing really well this afternoon. 3-1 up so far. Thanks for that, Kyle H, and welcome to the show, mate. Good to have you with us. Don't forget, guys, do please hit that thumbs up. Haven't mentioned it yet in the show, so please do hit it. I don't like to bang on about it too much. But thanks for that, Kyle H. Yeah, definitely good performance so far from Leeds this afternoon. Joey's saying he better not leave after demanding that new contract not long ago. I agree, Joey. I agree. I agree, but it wouldn't be surprising if he wants to go over there because of obviously the religious connections and stuff like that. But yeah, you're right. If he does want to go over there after demanding that new contract, mate, it just shows that he's just like most other top players. He's mercenary. And people ask why I don't like Neymar. That's why, because he's a mercenary. He's not. He doesn't love football. He just loves the money. Ben saying Fulham 1-0 up against Arsenal and 2-1 up Forest against Man United. Yeah, I know, mate. I read out the results not so long ago. Thanks, Ben. Joey saying, hi, Kyle. Yeah, great for Leeds. Absolutely. Yeah, well said, Joey. Good to see Leeds getting back to winning ways and giving their fans something to shout about. So, yep, nice one, Joey. And Kyle saying, what up, Joey, dude? Nice one, Kyle. Good stuff, guys. Loving the positive vibes. So, Swansea now losing the ball on the halfway line as Preston with the possession. Now the ball knocked forward and out wide to that far side by Preston as they come forward now towards the edge of the Swansea box. But Swansea read that well and just see it out of play there as it goes behind for a goal kick to Swansea. So goal kick now for Swansea as the goalkeeper kicks the ball long out wide to this near side. And it's Swansea that come away with a possession as they play it into the centre now, coming forward. Preston challenging to win the ball as they do. Now Preston coming forward, playing it out wide to this near side as Swansea just get the challenge in there. And I think the referee's blown that for a foul. It has actually gone out of play, so it could be a throw in here, but I think he's given the foul. There was a pull on the shirt from the Swansea player, but that was earlier in that spell of play, and the referee didn't blow for that. So, yeah, giving us a free kick. As now Preston play the ball across the field out to that far side. Knocking it about on the halfway line, but still on that far side. As now they play it back out to this near side with a long cross-field pass. As Swansea quickly shift players across. Preston trying to stretch Swansea from left to right at the moment. It's now Preston with the possession at the back as they're forced back into their own half. Now they're playing it back to the goalkeeper as the goalkeeper kicks the ball long up into the centre circle. Both sets of players challenge for it as Swansea intercept it, knocking it forward down that far side as Preston come across and knock it out of play. So that will be a throw in to Swansea deep inside Preston's half of the field. So I've got a throw in on the far side for Preston. Just to let you guys know, we're on 37 minutes gone, and it's Swansea 1-0 up against Preston. Now ball knocked out of play on that far side. Preston with the ball now as they take it. And now they work the ball up the field as it's knocked out of play again by Swansea on the halfway line. That's going to be another throw in. We're getting a run of throw ins here. So now ball played forward as it's towards the byline. Preston just keeping it in, but only for the goalkeeper to claim possession. Ben saying 2-1 Derby. Okay, mate. Thank you. Nesbit. Thanks for that, mate. And Ben saying 1-0. 1-0. Okay, well. Thanks for that, Ben. Ball with both sets of players challenging for it on that far side as Swansea winner with a free kick. Now Swansea get the free kick, take it quickly. That shouldn't be allowed really there by the referee. He's allowed Swansea to take the free kick that quick that Preston barely had chance to even try and adjust to that. As Swansea took it quickly and just played the ball forward. But bear in mind that Preston were committed for another spell of play there. Bit naughty that from the referee. Understand that players want to take free kicks quickly, but that's ridiculous. As Swansea now knocking the ball out to this near side, but it's a poor one and it's gone out of play. That's going to be a goal kick to Preston. So, guys, just to let you know what's going on, 2-1. Tottenham still 2-0 up. Obviously winning 2-0 earlier in that dinner time kickoff. Fulham 1-0 up against Arsenal so far. 36 minutes gone in that. Brentford 1-0 up against Crystal Palace. Still no goals. Everton v Wolves. Man United 1, Nottingham Forest 2. So that brings you up to date with the English Premier League games. 2 goals in the Scottish Championship. The Scottish Premier League this afternoon. Hibs trailing against Livingston 1-0 at the moment, and Motherwell trailing 1-0 against Kilmarnock. In the English Championship, Birmingham 1-0 up against Plymouth. Huddersfield 2-0 down against Nottingham Forest. Leeds winning 3-1 against Ipswich so far, as we know. Millwall 1-0 up against Stoke City. So Millwall have gone ahead in that game. That's obviously what Ben was mentioning. Preston 1-0 down to Swansea, as we know right here. Rotherham 1-0 down to Leicester. Southampton and Queen's Park Rangers is 1-1. They're level at the moment, 1-1. West Brom 2-1 up against Middlesbrough. In English League One, Wickham have 1-0 up against Bristol Rovers. Exeter 1-0 up against Reading. Leyton Orient are 1-0 up against Cambridge United. Lincoln City 2-0 up against Blackpool now. Oxford 1-0 up against Charlton Athletic. And Peterborough 3-1 down now to Derby County. And Barnsley 1-0 up against Wigan. In English League Two, Wimbledon have gone 1-0 up against Forest Green Rovers. Wrexham still 1 up against Barrow. Harrogate Town 1-0 up against Morecambe. Mansfield 1, Stockport County 2. Milton Keynes Dons 2-0 up against Doncaster. Notts County 1-0 up against Tranmere. Salford currently losing 1-0 to Accrington Stanley. And Swindon also 1-0 up against Crawley Town. In Scottish Championship, guys, Adrian's now 2-0 up against Inverness. Wraith Rovers have gone 1-0 up away at Dunfermline, and Arbroath also 1-0 up away at Greenock Morton. Partick Thistle currently winning 2-1 against Queen's Park. So there you go, guys. I haven't got time to read all the results out during the game, but that gives you the bulk of results so far around the UK. So, yeah, Ben saying Millwall are winning. Thank you, Ben. Yeah, just saw that in the results, mate. Top man, thank you. So, yeah, Ben saying get in. So, Ben buzzing with that 1-0 lead for his team. Thanks for that, Ben. All out on that far side now for a Swansea throw-in. Dave, you still with us, mate? I don't know if Dave's still with us. I think he might have gone. So ball goes out of play, and that's going to be a goal kick now for Preston. Ball played forward, out to that far side. As it's gone out of play, that's going to be another throw-in. So both sets of players challenging for the ball on the halfway line as the referee blows here for a foul. So it's going to be, I think that's it's against Preston. So that's going to be a free kick to Swansea. Inside the Preston half of the field, out on that far side. Ben is saying that's our second goal of the season in the league, if that's saying something. Well, as I said to you earlier, Ben, it's the early start of the season. You got to, you got to have a little bit of patience with players. With players getting match fit, you can't expect players are going to be match fit right from this first game of the season. I know they play a lot of friendlies in pre-season, but friendlies don't get match sharpness to the point where it's actually competitive games. It's completely different in it. So, but yeah, keep the faith, Ben. As I said to you before, mate, I think Millwall will be up in the mix of things come the end of the season for promotion. So keep the faith, Ben. Still loads of games to come yet, mate. Loads of games for Millwall and other clubs to find their best form. So throwing on that far side now for Preston. We've got a minute added on at the end of this first half, guys. Joey's saying we are away to Newcastle tomorrow. It's going to be a tricky one. Absolutely, yep, definitely. That one is going to be an interesting one, Joey. Definitely, mate. So we've got a corner on the far side. Are you feeling confident for it, Joey, or nervous more than anything? Newcastle in really good form at the moment, obviously. So we've got a corner on this near side for Preston. As the ball comes into the box, it's headed away and it's gone straight back out for another corner. So corner on the far side now for Preston. As the corner comes in, it's deep. As Swansea head it out of play again. And it's going to be another corner, or should be. No, the referee's giving it coming off the Preston player. So that's going to be... that's why he's blown the full-time whistle for the end of the first half. So there you go, guys. End of the first half. And it's Preston 0, Swansea 1. So let's quickly have a look at the match stats, guys. So, guys, just bear with me a second. I'm just going to bring up the match stats. And then I'll come to the chat and see what you guys are saying. So just bear with me a second as I just bring up the match stats for you guys to also analyse. But I will read them out to you as well, in case you guys listening on a small device or something. Should be coming on your screen now. Come on. There we go. So the first half has gone like this, guys, in numbers. Total shots, 5 for Preston, 4 for Swansea. Shots on target, 1 for Preston, 1 for Swansea. Possession, 43% for Preston, 57% for Swansea. Passes, 207 for Preston, 281 for Swansea. Pass accuracy, 75% for Preston, 80% for Swansea. Fouls, 6 for Preston, 3 for Swansea. Yellow cards, 1 against Preston, none against Swansea. Red cards, none. Offsides, none. And corners, 3 for Preston, 1 for Swansea. So there you go, guys. That's how that first half gone in numbers. Let's quickly have a look. I'm not going to read out all of them, but let's have a quick look. So no So in the English Premier League, guys, half-time results: Arsenal 0, Fulham 1, Brentford 1, Crystal Palace 0, Everton 0, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0, Man United 1, Nottingham Forest 2. Brighton v West Brom kicking off at 5:30. In the Scottish Premiership, Celtic v St Johnstone is 0-0. Hibernian 0, Livingston 1, Motherwell 0, Kilmarnock 1. In the English Championship, Birmingham 1, Plymouth Argyle 0, Cardiff City 0, Sheffield Wednesday 0, Coventry City 0, Sunderland 0, Huddersfield Town 0, Norwich City 2, Ipswich Town 1, Leeds United 3, Millwall 1, Stoke City 0, Preston 0, Swansea 1, as we know, Rotherham United 0, Leicester 1, Southampton 1, Queen's Park Rangers 1, West Brom 2, Middlesbrough 1. In English League One, Bristol Rovers 0, Wycombe Wanderers 1, Burton Albion 0, Bolton 0, Charlton Athletic, Cheltenham Town 0, Northampton Town 0, Exeter 1, Reading 1, Fleetwood 0, Shrewsbury Town 1, Leyton Orient 1, Cambridge United 0, Lincoln City 2, Blackpool 0, Oxford United 1, Charlton Athletic 0, Peterborough United 1, Derby County 4, Port Vale 0, Carlisle United 0, Stevenage 0, Portsmouth 0, Wigan Athletic 0, Barnsley 1. In English League 2, Wimbledon 1, Forest Green Rovers 0, Barrow 0, Wrexham 1, Bradford City 1, Crewe Alexander 0, Gillingham 0, Colchester United 0, Harrogate Town 1, Morecambe 0, Mansfield Town 1, Stockport County 2, MK Dons 2, Doncaster Rovers 0, Newport County 0, Sutton United 0, Notts County 1, Tranmere Rovers 0, Salford City 0, Accrington Stanley 2, Swindon Town 1, Crawley Town 1, Crawley Town 0, my bad, guys, and Walsall 0, Grimsby Town 0. Just quickly look at the other leagues, guys, as we quickly have a look at the Scottish Championship. Adrian's 2, Inverness Cally Thistle 0, Ayr United 0, Dundee United 0, Dunfermline 0, Wraith Rovers 1, Greenock Morton 0, Arbroath 1, and Partick Thistle 2, Queen's Park 1. We'll do the lower leagues in Scotland later on at full time, guys. Just a quick look at the Welsh Premiership and the Irish Premier League. In the Welsh Premiership, it's currently Cardiff MU 1, Colwyn Bay 0, Haverford West County 0, Camerford Town 0, the New Saints 1, Barry Town United 0, Newtown and Aberystwyth Town kicking off at 5:15. In the Irish Premiership, Linfield 2, Carrick Rangers 2, and Newry City AFC 0, Crusaders 2. Cliftonville v Larne is kicking off at 5:30. So, yep, there you go, guys. That brings you bang up to date with majority of the results around the UK. As I say, we'll read out the Scottish lower leagues later on at full time. Joey's saying nervous, mate. Yeah, I imagine you are, Joey. Definitely, like I say, that's going to be a really tricky game for you guys travelling up to Newcastle. What? I'm concerned for you guys, to be honest, this season, mate. I really am. I'm concerned. We're seeing the mercenary side of the Liverpool owners right now, aren't we? They've allowed too many players to go, cashing in for older players. Yes, they're older, and I understand why they're cashing in on them. But one major thing that we know in football, mate, one rule that has always been in football that most clubs always used to live by, especially at the top level, is you don't let players go until you've got a replacement. So I don't understand why Liverpool didn't dig the reels in and said to the Saudi clubs, yes, you can have him, but let us get a replacement before you take him. Otherwise, you're not having him. And they've not done that. Now they're leaving themselves open because now the Saudi clubs seem to think it's a free-for-all to come and try and bid for Liverpool's players because let's be honest, they've took a few of them already, and now they're coming back for more. But yet they're not trying to raid any other club like they're trying to raid Liverpool. So it's time that the owners made a stand to make it known to the Saudi clubs that they're not a selling club, that they're a club that have ambition to achieve stuff, and they only sell players if it's within their suitability, within the club's plans. With the club's. What I'm trying to say is the club needs to make the statement that they're a club that don't get dictated to by other clubs wanting their better players. They made a good stand against Barcelona. So if they can make that stand against Barcelona, like for example with the Coutinho scenario, they dug their heels in, told them that they weren't going to sell unless it was a price that suited Liverpool. So if they could do that with a club like Barcelona, why can't they do that with the Saudi clubs? It's madness, isn't it? Absolute madness. But like I say, I think that it's definitely a clear sign that the Liverpool owners are more interested in the profit than they are of the success. And if they're not careful, they're going to end up with a rebound coming back off the Liverpool fans. Because if Klopp decides to leave next season because he's not happy, that's going to cause an outcry from the Liverpool fan community, if you ask me. And it could happen because there's already been reports that Klopp's not happy with the way FSG are doing things. So that's going to be interesting to see how that develops over the course of this season. Let me know your thoughts, Joey. Joey's saying, feel a bit better if it was at home, but away, not sure, mate. Yeah, definitely. I totally agree with that, Joey. I'm taking nothing away from Newcastle. I'm glad to see Newcastle doing well. I am glad for them doing well. I'm not convinced by their owners. Don't get me wrong. I'm very concerned about Newcastle's owners coming into the Premier League. But I'm happy to see Newcastle fans enjoying positive results. They've had such a horrible few years under Mike Ashley. It's just nice to see Newcastle fans shouting about their club in a positive way again. But like I say, that doesn't mean I'm not concerned about their owners and the intentions that they've got for the future of the club. So yeah. Thanks for that, Joey. And yeah, you're right. It would be. I think, to be honest, at the minute with the Liverpool, mate, I don't think home or away advantage makes too much difference, does it? Really, against the bigger clubs, you guys need to find your way back to your best form. Because over the last few months, unfortunately, Liverpool more than capable of taking on any club in Europe on their day. But at the minute, they seem to just be disharmony in the background, doesn't there? That's the impression I'm getting, Joey. That's why Liverpool not quite clicking as well as we've seen in recent season. I think it's just that harmony in the background has dissolved. So yeah, let me know your thoughts if you're there, Joey. Ryan saying, I hope Wigan let us have a kick, laugh out loud. You hope we can have let you have a kick. Is that an indicate? Well, that could indicate that you guys are parking the bus, Ryan. Are you parking the bus? Because that's what Wigan did to us last week. They parked the bus and then hit us on the counter attack. So if you guys are struggling to get possession, that's an indication that you guys are parking the bus. So it can flip both ways. That one, Ryan, you need to be watching how you're wording things and thinking about that, mate, because that could be interpreted the other way as well, that Barnsley are just parking the bus. Joey's saying, so true, Gaz. Nice one, Joey. Yeah, well, it's just, I've told you, I believe in being honest with you guys about my opinions in football. That's what football should be about. We need more honesty in football, unfortunately. We're not seeing enough of that coming from the managers because they're allowing themselves to be suppressed, aren't they? But thanks for that. Joey saying, Klopp not happy already. He keeps getting overruled. You can't blame him, can you? Team affairs should be down to the manager. You can understand owners saying, yes, you can't have that player because we can't afford him, or we can't have that player because we can't afford him, for players that are not within the team. But when he's being told he has to sell players that he wants to keep, then yeah, that's definitely, you can totally understand why a manager's getting the ump, because he's feeling, well, you're tying my hands behind my back. You wanted me to pick up results, but yet you're taking players that I feel are key players to help me, get the team to progress. It's well documented that he didn't want both Milner and Henderson to leave. That's well documented. So, FSG living dangerously, mate, living really dangerously. Not careful, they're going to end up having the Liverpool fan community turn on them. And I've seen what can happen. Look at what happened when the Liverpool fans turned on the Henrys, or whatever they were called, the previous owners. They couldn't get out of the club fast enough, could they? Ben is saying, Gaz, I hear that from Sky the Spain Federation has been banned for 90 days after the Women's World Cup final. Oh, what for, Ben? Do you know what for? I'm no, I've not seen that. I'll have a look at that later. But what's that for? Do we know any more details, Ben? Yeah, Ben, that is interesting. Joey just saying it's interesting. Ben, let us know if you know more details, mate. Why? What? Yeah, I'll have to definitely have a look at that shortly. That's definitely interesting. So thanks for that, Ben. Kyle H saying stupid really because success brings profit. Liverpool need to get a grip. Yep, you're right, Kyle. Absolutely well said, mate. Well said. Yep, well said, mate. But at the end of the day, it's not Liverpool, is it, mate? It's not Liverpool. It's the owners. This is the problem with having people coming into football clubs that are more interested in the business rather than the football. So yeah, well said. Kyle, if it's football people in charge of the club, then they're going to put football interests first, aren't they? Balance the books and put football interests first. But when you've got businessmen like the Glazers at Man United and these owners at Manchester, at Liverpool, and even the owners at my club, I'm getting concerned about the owners at my club. That they seem to be in it for the profit. They're in it for what they can get out of it, not for the factor of the love of football. And this is where the FA should be changing the rules. There should be somebody involved in every consortium that takes over football. The Football Association should be insisting on assurances that at least one member of that consortium is actually a football person. That they have a love for the game to get what I mean, because it's getting that dangerous now, guys. You're going to potentially in years to come, 20, 30 years, we keep letting all these rich owners come in and buying football. They could end up damaging the heritage of the game. You could end up damaging the long-term heritage of the game. We could see, clubs, really historic clubs, ending up going bankrupt and going completely out of business, all for somebody to make a nice fat profit. We just seen it at Bury. Bury fans have saved their club, but they had to pay £1 million. The owner bought Bury for £1, £1, and then allowed it to be run into the ground so that he could sell the stadium. And what did he sell the stadium for? £1 million. He charged the fans £1 million to buy the stadium back off him. So he deliberately buys the club for £1 to run it into the ground just so he can make a million off selling the ground. Is that what we want to see with more clubs? Do we want to see that with more clubs? But this is what happens when you have an FA that don't do their job properly and make sure that it's football people that are involved in football, in owning football clubs. But thank you for that, Kyle. Top comment, mate. Joey saying that's interesting, Ben. It is. You're right, Joey. Thanks for that, mate. So we are just getting back underway now, guys, for the second half. Ben saying, I'm not sure exactly but why, but it's quite interesting. You're right, Ben. Absolutely, yep. Definitely interesting. So thanks for that, Ben. Appreciate you bringing that to my attention, mate. I'll look into it later. So Preston now with the ball played into the centres. They come forward now towards the edge of the Swansea box. Ball knocked out on this near side as they come in now with a cross. And it's knocked out of play. We're going to have a corner on this near side. Ryan saying because he kissed one player. Who did? I'm confused with that, Ryan. I'm confused with that, Ryan. Could you be a bit more express? Who kissed the player? I don't understand that, Ryan. Sorry, mate. I'm sorry you've not explained where that. I don't know if that's following on from the conversation or I don't understand it. Sorry. Um, so Preston not making the best of that corner. And so we now wait for the goalkeeper to get us back underway. Ball knocked out wide to this near side is now Swansea coming forward. Preston challenging for it. And that's going to be a foul. And I think Preston player here is going to get booked as well. Ben saying, damn, that's terrible, Ryan. It is, but I'm confused who he's on about. Well, I don't know if it's terrible because I don't know who he's on about. So apologies, guys. Ryan saying, I know. Okay. Well, I don't. So sorry, guys. I'm not following that kiss comment. Joey saying, oh, yeah, I saw that. It was a little full on. I felt sorry for the girl. Oh, my God. Right. Now I forget you. Right. Thanks. Thanks, Dave. Thanks, mate. Dave saying, Gaz, the Spain 90-day ban is for the head of their football because he kissed a female on the lips when getting medals and it wasn't consenting. So inquiry. Oh my God. Crying out loud. Honest to God. Well, thank you for that, Dave. Nice one, mate. Top man. Thank you for letting me know. And now that makes sense. But yeah, football's going mad, isn't it, guys? It really is. The authorities are looking for issues where there isn't one. There really is. I didn't realize it was so offensive to just kiss a peck, give a kiss of a peck. I mean, if he snogged her, then fair enough. If he snogged her without her consent, that's fair enough. But a little peck, just a little peck, is that offensive to people? Oh my God, the world's going nuts. It really is going nuts. It's shocking what people are offended by these days. The slightest thing, you look at somebody wrong way and they're offended. Absolute madness. Why could that not just been dealt with to one side? If the girl didn't like it, fair enough. She's every right not to like it. But why couldn't that have been dealt with internally by Spain? Why is it necessary for the football authorities to get involved in that? Surely that's something for the Spanish FA to deal with rather than FIFA getting involved. That seems really strange. But FIFA and UEFA want to have their fingers in every aspect of football and every aspect outside of football, don't they? So, yeah. But thanks for that, Dave. Nice one, mate. Thank you for giving me a clearer picture. Top man, Dave. Thank you, mate. So we got a throw in on that far side now for Swansea. And say take it quickly. Now trying to play it back into the centre as Preston come to press the ball. And another foul comes in here. So that's going to be another quick free kick to Swansea. Ben saying Dave Nesbitt got his goal. Thank you, Ben. Yeah, they're still 1-0 up, I think, aren't they, mate? Yep, you guys still 1-0 up. Still no goals between Everton and Wolves. I'm interested in that one today, guys. That's already a battle at the bottom, isn't it? Both Wolves and Everton sitting bottom of the Premier League playing each other today. And still 0-0 in that one. As now Swansea with the possession midway inside Preston's half of the field. Preston coming to the ball as Swansea play it out wide to this near side. As now they try to come into the box, but Preston defended in numbers. As now a shot comes in from Swansea and it's wide of this near side post, and that will be a goal kick. So thanks, Ben. Hopefully more goals. Ryan saying, sorry, guys. No worries, Ryan. No worries, mate. It's just obviously, I couldn't, I follow the conversation. I didn't know whether you were starting a new conversation or picking up from the old conversation. So that's why I was confused, Ryan. But thank you, mate. No worries, mate. Appreciate the gesture, top man, Ryan. Thank you. Dave is saying, Ben, yeah, mate, I'm outside. We're playing really good. Apparently. Awesome. Well, that's just sod's law, that, isn't it, Dave? That's sod's law. Preston now coming forward down that far side. As they come towards the edge of the Swansea box. Now Swansea coming across as Preston now with a cross into the box. It's deep as it comes out to this near side. And now Preston trying to keep the pressure on as another cross comes in. And it's headed into the air, but the goalkeeper manages to grab that, and that will really relieve the pressure for Swansea. But yeah, Dave, sod's law that, mate. I bet you're wishing you'd gone to the game now. Ben saying Cardiff have got a goal. Thanks, Ben. Yeah, well, I will keep you guys up to date if as I say. Ipswich have pulled a goal back against Leeds, so it's now Ipswich 2, Leeds 3. Sounds like a real cracking game, that. Cardiff have gone 1-0 up against Sheffield Wednesday as well. As Ben has told us. So, yeah. So, Swansea coming to press the ball as it's Preston with the possession just inside their own half, but right up against the halfway line as they now play it out to that far side. Coming forward. And Swansea tried to shuffle the pack, but Preston trying to work through that press on the far side as they do now come towards the edge of the box. Ball played along the edge as Swansea come to press the ball and force Preston to play it all the way back to the halfway line. So, yeah. Ryan saying Wednesday getting... Oh, okay, Ryan. Yeah. It's getting boring, that comment now. I think he just likes that comment, doesn't he, Ryan? But it's... I get he likes it, but he seems to use it without any thought. Every time the team only has to go one goal behind and he's telling everybody they're getting battered. I don't understand that thinking, but I suppose that's understandable from a younger football fan. Kyle saying it should only be investigated if the player herself made a complaint. Otherwise, what's the need? Yep, absolutely, Kyle. Yep, you well said, mate. That's why I'm saying, yeah, I totally agree with you. Unless... like you say, the Spanish FA could have dealt with it internally, private, like under my more privately, to keep it out of the media, to not make a big issue of it, to just, like it's you get what I mean? So the FA, the Spanish FA could have just said, right, that what give the manager a warning, or whoever it was that's done it a warning, and said, right, draw, that never happens again. And tell all the team that never happens again. You never do that again. In the stadium when you represent in your country, you just don't do it. But like you say, Kyle, you're absolutely right. I completely agree with you. But it doesn't seem to take much these days for FIFA, UEFA to interfere with things. They're really on a power trip at the moment. But thank you for that, Kyle. I totally agree, mate. Ben is saying what it was the first shot on target. Damn. The Wednesday keeper don't sound good if that's true. Okay, Ben. Thanks for that, Ben. So now Swansea knocking the ball forward as Preston intercept it at the back. As they try to clear the lines, but the ball deflects off the players there and goes back to the goalkeeper. So Swansea now playing it. No, it's now coming down that far side as Swansea managed to clear their lines. Preston winning it back on that far side as they come forward, and it's now knocked out of play. We've got one of the Swansea players here hobbling from that challenge. Hopefully he's going to be okay, but he's limping a bit at the minute. But Swansea now winning back possession as they play it into the centre. Now knocking it wide out to this near side as they come forward now into the Preston half of the field. Preston coming across to press the ball as Swansea with the shot, and it's deflected over the bar. And that almost snuck into the top corner, in fairness. And so the goalkeeper had to watch that all the way. Swansea with the shot, but they took the shot from the edge of the box and it just deflected. As the shot came in, it came in straight, but then hit the top of the head of one of the players. And obviously that made it ricochet up. But as it came back down, as it curled back down, it almost came down enough to just sneak into that top corner. So corner on the far side for Swansea. Corner comes in towards the near post, headed away by Preston. As now Swansea head it back into the mix on, and the ball is headed away as Bob sets the players challenge for it on this near side, and the referee gives a foul. So Preston now with the ball on that far side. I say come forward now, but challenged by Swansea, and that will be another throw in on the halfway line, just in front of the dugout on that far side of the pitch. So thanks for that, Ben. Ben saying Burton beating Bolton. Okay, thanks, mate. 1-0. No worries. Joey's saying, agree, Kyle. I think because there was X amount of complaints from the fans. Yeah. No, Joey's right. Yeah, I agree. But like I say, guys, the world's gone crazy. It really has. Dave saying, Gaz, laughing. Football and the world is going pots. Luckily, there are all is on here. The sensible ones, and Ryan. Only kidding, pal. Thank you, Dave. Well, at least you made me chuckle. Yeah, don't take that the wrong way, Ryan. He's just having a bit of banter, a bit of friendly banter. So, yeah, nice one, Dave. Yeah, the world has gone nuts. It is. I think it's only us that's older that are seeing just how crazy the world's going these days. So many people just itching, just literally itching to take offence at the slightest thing so they can have something to moan about and claim prejudice or some kind of, weenie whiner excuse to say that they're discriminated against or they're not accept. Oh, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Um, like I said, all we could do is be positive, build the channel, and be as friendly and welcoming to all as possible, and let other people get on with their moaning and whinging and whining. That's the best thing we can do. So thanks for that, Dave. We don't. I think people that's got small minds with prejudice just need to wake up and smell the coffee. The world's too small, too short, life's too short. Uh, Stop being offended so easily and stop being prejudiced. At the end of the day, just make life what it is, make the best of it. But not everybody thinks that logically, do they? Stevie's saying, please remember to hit the like button. Yes, guys, please do hit that like button. Thank you. Would be massively appreciated, guys. And if you have already, thanks a lot. Top stuff, guys. Really do appreciate the support if you have already hit that like button. So thank you. So we've got a stoppage at the moment, guys. 60 minutes gone, or 61 minutes gone, sorry, as we got a stoppage now for a foul. It was a challenge there by Swansea, 50-50 challenge with a Preston player. But the Swansea player at the time of the challenge was just falling over. And as the Preston player has lunged to win the ball, he's actually clattered into the Swansea player's head with no intention to hurt. It's just the momentum of the Swansea player falling over and the Preston player trying to win back the ball. So yeah, obviously that's why we're having a stoppage for that, because it's a potential head injury, isn't it? So yeah. So substitution here. Ali McCann coming on for Preston. And Keane West coming off. The nice one, Stevie. And Joe's put laugh out loud, Dave. Absolutely, yeah. Ryan saying, Dave, shut up, laugh out. Well, I suppose that's a fair response. Ben is saying, top man, Stevie. Nice one, Ben. Absolutely top stuff, guys. So now Preston winning the ball on this near side as they try to come forward. Swansea sitting deep inside their own half now as Preston work the ball out to that far side, coming forward towards the edge of the box. Shot comes in and it's high and over the bar. Not too far high though. It was a good effort. The ball just kept rising as it came in. So yeah. Ben saying 2-2 United. As I expected. See, there you go. Nice one, Ben. See, Ryan, I thought you said United were getting battered everywhere they go. You've got to start using that comment wisely, mate. You need to start using it wisely because as the fandom community grows, more and more fans are going to pick up on the fact that you're not using that comment wisely, and they're going to start. Commenting about it, and you might not always like the comments. So I love your enthusiasm, Ryan. But like I say, mate, I think you need to start using that comment about clubs getting battered a little bit with a bit more thought and wisdom. Thanks for that, Ben. Kyle saying Bet Victor are giving 70-1 odds for Usyk to beat Dubbets tonight by KO or TKO. Are they trying to go out of business? 70-1. Interesting. I don't. To be fair, Kyle, I don't bet a lot, mate. I don't really bet, so I don't. I don't really follow betting odds and stuff like that. But yeah, that sounds like an interesting one, doesn't it? Definitely. As Swansea now coming forward. They've lost the ball now. Preston winning it back as they knock it out wide to this near side. Now Preston coming forward as they race towards the box. Space to run into here as they come inside now towards the edge of the box. Shot comes in, it's deflected. Swansea forced back into their own half now. The ball knocked out on that far side as it's Preston that comes with another shot and it's gone wide, and that will be a corner. Good spell of play there from Preston. Quickly turning defence into attack. So corner on this near side for Preston. But yeah, thanks for that, Kyle. Yeah, that's definitely interesting, mate. Ball comes in as it's headed out towards the edge of the box. Now Preston lose it. Swansea win it back now. Swansea trying to relieve the pressure as they're surrounded there. He's surrounded by Preston players. Preston winning it back now as they knock it out wide to this near side. Now, Preston coming forward as the ball is crossed in, headed towards goal, and it's in the back of the net. Preston have found the equaliser. And I've got to give it credit to Preston. That was a really nice delivery into the box, headed in, and the way it just floated into that back corner, the goalkeeper would never get into that. Never get into that, but really nice goal there from Preston. So, yeah, on 66 minutes, guys, Preston won, Swansea won. Game on. Kyle's saying thought they are running a business, not a circus. Well, yeah, Kyle, I suppose they must know what they're doing, though, to give that kind of odds. But, yeah, it does seem a bit strange, doesn't it? I'm not, like I say, I'm not really a betting man, but looking at those odds, they definitely seem quite high odds, don't they? Good odds for such an experienced fighter like Usyk, you expect he's going to win that fight hands down, don't you? Maybe they made a computer error. Maybe they made the type error, mate. Joey's saying, thanks, Kyle. Forgot that was tonight. Yeah, that's to be honest, well, not being funny, who wants to see that? There's only one fight you need to see at the heavyweight level now, and that is Usyk taking on Tyson Fury. But Tyson Fury has not got the backbone to do it. He talks the talk, but he doesn't walk the walk. Says he'll face any man born from his mother and all that rubbish, but then he's making it difficult to let fights happen because he's obsessed with the money and his own popularity. That's why fights are not happening right now with Tyson Fury, because he's obsessed with the money and his own popularity. Otherwise, we would have seen him fight Joshua by now. Joshua doing the same. He's obsessed with his own fame and his own success, thinks he's the big I am. And this is why we're not seeing the best of the best heavyweight boxers facing each other, because they all think they're the big I am, and they're all demanding top dollar and the fight to be arranged on their terms. Well, it's absolute nuts. I think the boxers of today are embarrassing themselves at heavyweight level compared to the boxers of yesteryear. Let's be honest, some of these boxers today, would they stand a chance with former boxers like Mike Tyson, Lennox Lewis, George Foreman, even fighters that didn't even make it to the heavyweight titles, would still probably give a good challenge to some of these heavyweights today. But that's just my opinion. Ben is saying Bolton equalised 1-1. Thanks, Ben. And Joey's saying, go on, Bolton. Nice one, guys. Awesome stuff. Preston now with a possession on this near side. As they're just knocking it about on the halfway line as Swansea come to press the ball. Thanks, Joey. Dave saying, walking down the Manny Road to see the Bolton Aces. Come on, Bolton. Yeah, mate. That's a blast from the past. Walking down the Manny Road. Yeah, now you have to walk down the M61. But yeah, well said. Thank you, Dave. Absolutely, yeah. I miss the old ground. I do miss Bolton's old ground. Swansea winning the ball back now as they win a foul just outside their own box. And that's going to relieve the pressure from them for their point of view. So thanks, Dave. Kyle saying, should be easy for Usyk. Yeah, you think so, mate. You think so. Definitely. Thanks for that, Kyle. Ben saying Crawley getting battered everywhere. Oh, not another one. Everywhere they go, they're losing 4-0. Okay, Ben. Joey's saying, yeah, defo, Kyle. And Joey's saying, go on, Preston. Absolutely. Thanks, Joey. Yeah, Joey. Joey is well, his first club is Liverpool, obviously, but he also has likes to see Preston doing well for family reasons. So thank you for that, Joey. We're about to have a double substitution here for Swansea, guys. Just to let you guys know what's going on around the grounds. Arsenal are now 1-1 with Fulham. Brentford still 1-up against Crystal Palace. Everton still 0-0 with Wolves. And Man United now 2-2 with Nottingham Forest. So substitution, Charlie Pattin coming off. Ollie Cooper coming on for Swansea. And Liam Cullen coming off. And Jamie Patterson coming on. So throwing on that far side for Swansea. As the ball comes in now. Both sets of players challenging for it on that far side. As it's knocked into the centre now. Swansea with a shot from distance, and it's not far off as it just goes over the top of the crossbar. Really good effort that from the edge of the box. As I say, guys, just over the top of the crossbar there. So just to let you guys know what's going on with some of the other games in the Scottish Premiership, still 0-0 Celtic against St Johnstone. Hibernian pulled a goal back but conceded another one. So Hibs now 2-1 down against Livingston. Motherwell have pulled one back to level with Kilmarnock, so that one's 1-1. In the English Championship, Birmingham are now 1-1 with Plymouth. Cardiff 1-0 down. 1-0 up against Sheffield Wednesday. Still 0-0 with Coventry v Sunderland. Huddersfield 3-0 down to Norwich City now. Ipswich still 2, Leeds 3. Millwall still 1 up against Stoke. Preston, as we know, 1-1 we're here with Swansea. Rotherham 1-1 with Leicester. Southampton 2-1 up against Queen's Park Rangers. West Brom are now 3-1 up against Middlesbrough. In English League One, Bristol 1-0 down to Wickham. As we know from you guys telling us, Bolton and Burton are now 1-1. Cheltenham Town 0-0 with Northampton Town. Exeter City 1-1 with Reading. Fleetwood 1-0 down to Shrewsbury Town. Leyton Orient 2-0 up against Cambridge United. Lincoln City 2-0 up against Blackpool. Oxford level 1-1 with Charlton Athletic. Peterborough United 4-1 down now to Derby County. Port Vale 1-0 up against Carlisle United. Stevenage 0-0 with Portsmouth. Wigan Athletic 0 and Barnsley 1, as we know from earlier. So we'll leave the League 2 till later, guys, till the end of full time. In the Scottish Championship, it's currently Adrian's 2, Inverness 1, Ayr United 0, Dundee United 2, Dumbarton 0, Dunfermline 0, Wraith Rovers 1, Greenock Morton 0, Arbroath 2, and Partick Thistle 3, Queen's Park 1. So there you go, guys. We'll do the lower leagues at full time. So Swansea now coming into the Preston box, as Preston having to defend in numbers here. Cross comes in as it's knocked away by Preston. And now both sets of players challenging for it further up the field, as it's now Swansea that managed to come away with it as they play it back to the goalkeeper. Now goalkeeper knocks it out wide to that far side as Preston come across to challenge for the ball. But Swansea managing to keep the possession as they play it back to their centre-backs. Now Swansea coming forward. So thanks for that, Joey. As now Swansea coming out to this near side. As Preston just happy to sit off at the moment. Dave saying 1-1, just 2 minutes, 2 more each. I'll have my 3-3 prediction. Thanks for that, Dave. Yeah. Although I don't think you might get that today, mate, with the way this game's going. Doesn't look like that kind of game, in fairness, Dave. But I'm loving the wishful thinking for more goals, mate. Top stuff. Swansea now playing it out wide to that far side as Preston come across to press the ball. Swansea managing to keep it. Now Swansea playing it down the middle as Preston come to challenge for it. Now Preston with a long crossfield ball out to this near side as they come forward now towards the edge of the Swansea box. Swansea getting a toe in there. That's now Swansea with the possession as they work it out wide to this near side. And now Swansea with the possession midway inside their own half as they play it out wide. Joey saying Joshua is a joke. Well said, Joey. Absolutely, I totally agree with that. Nice to see you guys having some good intelligence with the boxing world. I agree, Joey. He is an embarrassment of a champion. He's dodged all the best fights, all the ones we wanted him to see. He's took all the easy matches and he's made them look. He's made himself look foolish in them matches as well, in them fights. So, yeah, Joshua is a joke, mate. He doesn't deserve to have held the title for as long as he had. The shame thing is he's going to go down in history as a champion, but not and to me, he's not a worthy champion. A champion, a true boxing champion takes on the best of the best, takes on all comers. That's why I'm disappointed with Tyson Fury, because when he made his comeback, he was talking the talk, walking the walk. But since he's won back the belt, now we're finding out that it is all talk, because now he's got the belt, he's not walking the walk, is he? But yep, I agree. Joshua is a joke, absolute joke. He's embarrassing. He's embarrassing as a British heavyweight. Now, Swansea working the ball down that far side as the ball is crossed in. Swansea with the ball, but now Preston win it back as they play it out wide to this near side. Now Preston coming forward as they work the way up towards the halfway line. But thanks for that, Joey. And you're right, mate. I agree. Maybe that's a debate for another day. Maybe we'll have to do a special boxing show. Kyle saying it's a £1 maximum bet, but it's an easy 70 quid for me. Yeah, that absolutely, Kyle. Yeah, I think that might be a promotional bet, won't it? They do that sometimes to get a promotional bet. But yeah, who's that with? Who's that with? I don't even bet me, but I might have a flutter on that. If it comes in, you could be right. That could be an easy 70 quid. So yeah, ball comes in on that far side, and now Preston has smashed it into the back of the net. Preston have found the way through that Swansea formation as he came down that far side. Ball crossed in, and it ended up being an easy tap in for Preston as they created panic in that defensive line for Swansea. Yeah, really nice goal. Really nice goal that from Preston. So 78 minutes gone, guys. Preston 2, Swansea 1. Joey's saying, especially after his advert. I'm not sure. I'm not. I can't. I'm not sure which advert you're referring to there, Dave. But either way, he's a plonker anyway, isn't he? Like I say, you want to be a worthwhile heavyweight, you fight the best of the best. You know, look at Mike Tyson. Did he dodge anybody? He never dodged anybody. He never ever dodged anyone. Um, you know, what I mean, that's the kind. As you know, whether you like Tyson, Mike Tyson, or you hate Mike Tyson, it's irrelevant. As a boxer, he never feared anybody. He took on everybody. Anybody wanted to get in the ring with him, he'd take them on. But these boxers today, we don't see it. We're saying we don't do it. We don't. But like I say, maybe that's a good debate for another show sometime. As now the ball comes in on that far side, as it's just Swansea now coming forward to take that throw in and try to work it towards the edge of the Preston box, but Preston challenging for it as they managed to momentarily relieve the pressure, and it's gone out of thought again on the far side for another throw in. Ben is saying, yeah, I see what you mean, Gaz. I used to watch old boxing matches on YouTube. Yeah, I still do, Ben. I still do, mate. Yeah, absolutely. Some of the old boxers, absolute legends. Real true warriors. Let's be honest. And that's what boxing, the top, that heavyweight division, that's what it's about. For me, it's about showing that you're a warrior. And if you want to show that you're a warrior, you have to take on all comers. You don't allow the money to get in the way. For me, Mike Tyson didn't never let the money get in the way. He took on everybody. But these boxers today, they're dodging each other. Let's be honest, they are dodging each other, with the exception, maybe Usyk has got an excuse because he's only been heavyweight for a short time. So maybe he's got a little bit of defense. But time will tell whether he starts dodging people as well, won't it? But yeah, it's pitiful, guys, because as boxing fans, we want to see the best of the best fight each other, don't we? But thanks for that, Ben. But yeah, sorry, guys, I'm going to try and stick back to the football now because obviously we could be losing views here because people are clicking in, and we're not talking about the football. We're talking about boxing. But we will be covering some boxing in the future, guys, because I've got, as I say, more coming from Fandom in the future. We just got to wait for a little bit longer before I can start introducing some new stuff to you guys. But there will hopefully be some new stuff being introduced later on in the season as we continue to build Fandom. But like I say, stepping stones, guys, stepping stones. Sorry, Joey. Joey saying, laugh out loud, Dave. I know when I saw it, thought that says it all, laugh out loud. I'm not remembering what poster you guys are talking about. I'm going to have a look out for that. I might have seen it and just forgot it. Ben is saying Arsenal equalised. Thanks, Ben. Yeah, we want to see City dropping points, don't we? They're not playing today, are they? But we want to see them drop points. So we're having another substitution here, guys, for Swansea. Dave laughing at that. Thanks, Dave. And Kyle saying Arsenal equalised. Yeah, I've read that, didn't I? Sorry. Thanks, mate. Kyle. Thanks, mate. Joey saying back in 10 minutes. Just got to pick kids up. No worries, Joey. No worries, mate. Thank you for coming, getting involved. Always a pleasure to have you with us, mate. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day, Joey. Kyle H saying, come on, St. Johnston, haha. Okay, Kyle, thanks for that, mate. Yep, they're drawing, aren't they, with Celtic? That would be a really good result, to be fair, in the Scottish Premiership. Yep, still 0-0 in that one, mate. Still 0-0. Celtic 0, St. Johnston 0. Livingston have now gone 3-1 up against Hibernian. Hibernian having a really bad start to the season, aren't they? So ball played out wide to this near side as Swansea coming forward. Preston coming across to challenge for the ball. Ball comes in on this near side as it's crossed into the box, not behind, and that will be a goal kick. So thanks, Ben, saying 2-1 Arsenal. So Arsenal have took the lead now in that one. Kyle saying, whoa, Arsenal turned it around. Yep, they have, mate. They certainly have. Thanks for that, Kyle and Ben. Ben saying 5-0. Swindon Crawley don't look like doing much. Excuse me. Who's 5-0 up? Swindon. Oh, it's gone out of play. So got goal kick now for Preston. Yes, so it's Swindon Town 5-0 up against Crawley, isn't it? Yeah, that's some scoreline. Derby County now 4-1 up against Peterborough. Port Vale 1-0 up against Carlisle. Lincoln City are now 3-0 up against Blackpool. Leeds have now scored another. Leeds are 4-2 up now against Ipswich. So loads of goals going in that one. 6-goal thriller so far. Norwich City 3-0 up against Huddersfield. United have now took the lead against Nottingham Forest 3-2. So yeah, Ryan singing that song a bit prematurely, as I suspected earlier in the stream. Thanks for that, Ben. So guys, Dave Shields saying BWFC 2-1 is now. Thank you, Dave. I just checked it then. I just checked it was still 1-1. Yeah, it's still showing 1-1 on my screen here, mate. Let's have a refresh it, see if it updates it. Yeah, still showing 1-1. I don't know if that's a prediction from Dave, but yeah, on my screen, it's still showing 1-1. But thanks for that, Dave. Would be great if Bolton could snatch the win this afternoon, as Swansea now coming forward, looking for this equaliser. As Preston just sitting deep on the edge of their own box. Swansea now pushed out wide to this near side as they come towards the edge of the Preston box. But yep, nice one, Dave. Sorry, mate. I'm not sure if that's the score or a prediction because, like I say, I've just refreshed my page and it's still saying 1-1 here to me, mate. But sometimes there can be a bit of delay, can't there? Yeah, still saying 1-1. 83 minutes gone, 1-1. But yeah, if that's the prediction, Dave, fingers crossed you're right, mate. Thanks for that. Ben saying, yep, Swindon, sorry for the misunderstanding. Yeah, no worries, Ben. No worries, mate. I had a quick look. No worries. Kyle saying, watching a Celtic stream just now as well as this, and they all reckon Rangers will beat them in Old Firm. Oh, interesting. Well, it's well overdue for Rangers to get a win in the Old Firm, innit? I think Celtic got the better of the Old Firm last season, didn't they, guys? In fairness, so I think it goes that way, doesn't it, with the Celtic and Rangers rivalries? Sometimes Celtic's playing better and on top. Some other times Rangers are playing better and on top. So, but it's a derby game, as you guys know. You can never ever predict a derby game accurately. So thanks for that, Kyle. And Ben saying Fulham equalised 2-2. Arsenal vs Fulham. Oh, interesting. Nice one, Ben. Yeah, that's interesting. Joey saying I'm back. What's the score? Welcome back, Joey. It's Preston 2, Swansea 1. Just coming up to 89 minutes gone. And Ben there letting you know. So thanks. Okay, cheers, Ben. So we've got a free kick now for Preston in the centre, right on the edge of the centre circle. Ball chipped out wide to this near side as it's headed out of play by Swansea, and that will be a throw in for Preston deep inside their own half on this near side. Kyle is saying we won last Old Firm 3-0. I thought the last Old Firm was the cup game, mate. I thought, oh my god, I might be getting confused. I thought the last Old Firm was in the Scottish League Cup, wasn't it, in the semi-final? I thought that was the last Old Firm. I like to say I might have missed one. I'm covering that much for football, Kyle. My apologies if I've missed one, but I thought that was the last time Celtic and Rangers played. Was in the Scottish the Scottish Cup, yeah, the Scottish League Cup. Sorry, not the League Cup, the Scottish FA Cup. Isn't that the last time you guys met? I thought it was, Kyle, but if I'm wrong, you know better than me, mate. You know your own club better than me, so apologies if I've got that wrong. Joey saying, awesome. Go on, Preston. Absolutely nice one, Joey. Joey buzzing with Preston taking the lead. Swansea now coming forward down that far side. They're trying to work this angle to get a final opportunity on goal, but Preston defending well in numbers as Swansea forced back up the field, now playing it into the centre as they try to keep the pressure on. They've got Preston still penned back into the edge of the box as now Swansea tried to play the ball through the middle, but Preston challenging for it as now Swansea forced out wide on this near side again, still with the possession, but Preston sitting really deep now as the ball crossed in. Preston tried to knock it away, but Swansea eventually pick it up. Now Swansea taking it out wide to this near side as they look for an opportunity. Now here comes the cross. It's deep and it's a poor one as it bounces out behind on that far side, and that will be a goal kick to Preston. So nice one, Joey. Premier League Focus, how you doing, mate? Welcome to the show. Premier League Focus saying hi, Gaz. How you doing, mate? Hope you're having a good weekend. Seeing that Crusaders are winning this afternoon, so I bet you're buzzing with that, mate. I think there was 2-0 up last time when I checked before. So great result for you guys. I hope you're still winning. I've not had a chance to look again since I looked at half time, but great to have you with us, Premier League Focus, and good to see your team winning, mate. Ben saying Arsenal got caught time wasting, and then Fulham got a throw in, then deflected in a corner, then it was executed. Thank you, Ben. Appreciate the update there, mate. Top man, thank you. Well, yeah, it's good to see. Let's hope that we can see clubs like Fulham and other clubs start doing that kind of stuff and making life difficult for Manchester City this season. We need some old school fight from some of these clubs in the Premier League. They need to get back to doing things like Stoke, Bolton used to do in the Premier League, making themselves difficult to beat, making themselves get physical with Manchester City. Park the bus if it's needed, whatever it takes to stop Manchester City running away with the league again, for crying out loud. So thanks for that, Ben. So now Swans are keeping Preston boxed in as they come forward again, as it's deflected out to that far side, and that's going to be another throw into Swansea as they keep Preston under pressure here. We're into 3 minutes of the added on time. As Preston challenge for it on that far side again and knock it out of play. Premier League Focus saying, sorry I came late. I'm getting budgies. Budgies? Getting budgies later, and I'm gonna breed them and sell them on and make money. Cool. Right, cool. Interesting, mate. Interesting. I've always fancied owning some chickens myself, just so you can get loads of fresh eggs. But ball chipped forward now by Swansea as Preston managed to clear it up the field. As now it's a way out to this near side. Now Swansea winning it back deep as they now come forward again, knocking the ball out wide to this near side as they quickly move up the field. Now looking to get a ball in over the top as now Swansea come forward and to get the shot off, but it's over the bar, and that will be a goal kick. But yep, no need to apologise, Premier League Focus, mate. Come in and get involved whenever you can. I keep saying that to you guys. I always appreciate you guys coming, getting involved. As I keep saying, building the chat, building fandom for you guys to feel involved and part of what we're doing. But I also understand that you guys also have other things going on from time to time, so you're not always able to come and get involved. But when you are, I always appreciate the fantastic support from you guys and enjoy your positive and engaging conversation in the chat, apart from maybe occasionally when Ryan keeps putting everybody's getting battered everywhere they go. That comment gets a little bit irritating, but all the other comments from you guys are normally top. So thank you. No need to apologise, Premier League Focus. It's always a pleasure to have you with us whenever you can get involved, mate. Carl saying no Premiership game. We won 3-0. Cup was game before. Right. All right, Kyle. My bad, mate. Well, like I say, you know your own club better than me, mate, don't you? So yeah, you know how it is, mate. Obviously, a lot of games in there, and obviously I'm building the channel, a lot of games, so it does get a little bit confusing sometimes where the fixtures were. So my bad, mate. I thought that was the previous, but yeah, I think you probably you'd be right. Like I say, you know your own club better than me. I'd obviously just forgot about the other old firm. Maybe I did watch it. I can't remember. But yeah, just slipped my mind that one. So sorry, Kyle. There goes the full time whistle, guys. So Preston have won here 2-1 against Swansea. So yeah, thanks for that, Kyle. And yeah, that's sees Preston claim 3 points this afternoon. And Swansea travel back down to Wales with empty pockets, so to speak. Premier League Focus saying, come on, Swansea. Well, it's unfortunate for Swansea. They go away empty-handed. But good 3 points for Preston. You've got to give them credit. They came from behind to win it, with Swansea taking that early lead. Yeah, it is what it is. So let's quickly see how the match stats gone, guys, and then we'll catch up with your comments. So just bear with me a second. Let's have a look how this game went in numbers. There we go. Should be coming on your screen now, guys. So here we go, guys. As you can see on the screen, there's the match stats. I will read them out for you guys, though, that might be listening in on a small device. So here's how it's gone, guys. Total shots, 11 for Preston, 10 for Swansea. Shots on target, 3 for Preston, 1 for Swansea. Possession, 39% for Preston, 61% for Swansea. Passes, 378 for Preston, 589 for Swansea. Pass accuracy, 74% for Preston, 81% for Swansea. Fouls, 12 for Preston, 7 for Swansea. Yellow cards, 2 for Preston, 1 for Swansea. Red cards, none, thankfully. Offsides, 4 given against Preston, none given against Swansea. And corners, 5 for Preston, 4 for Swansea. So there you go, guys. That's how the game went in numbers. Let's quickly have a look how the games are going around the grounds. And I will come to the chat very shortly, guys. Some of these games will be full-time. Some of these games will be still playing in the last knock-ins of the final added on time. So in the Premier League, guys, in the dinner time kickoff, it finished Bournemouth 0, Tottenham 2. Still playing Arsenal 2, Fulham 2. That game in 90 plus 9 minutes. Brentford have drawn 1-1 with Crystal Palace. Everton have lost to Wolves 1-0. So Wolves have done a smash and grab on Everton in the late stages of that one. It was 0-0 last time we checked. So Everton really looks like it's going to be a very difficult season for them again. That will see them rooted to the bottom now as Wolves take 3 points from that one. United have won, almost won against Nottingham Forest. The game still playing in the 97th minute. United ahead in that one 3-2. Brighton v West Ham kicking off at 5:30. In the Scottish Premiership, Ross County lost to Rangers in the earlier kickoff. That was the dinner time kickoff. Celtic still 0-0 with St Johnstone. That's in 90 plus 8 minutes gone. So 98 minutes gone in that one. So can St Johnstone continue to hold Celtic to a 0-0? Hibernian 2, Livingston 3. That one's on 90 plus 4 minutes. Motherwell 2, Kilmarnock 1. In the English Championship, Birmingham City 2-1 up against Plymouth. That game in the 95th minute. Cardiff are winning 2-1 against Sheffield Wednesday. That game in the 98th minute. Coventry City full time with Sunderland has finished 0-0. Huddersfield Town 4-0 down to Norwich City, and that game still playing in added on time, but Norwich going to comfortably win that. Ipswich are losing 4-2 to Leeds. That game into added on time. Millwall winning 1-0 against Stoke. That's still into added on time. 90 plus 4 minutes gone in that. As we know, Preston have won here 2-1 against Swansea. Rotherham losing 2-1 to Leicester. That's into the 94th minute. Southampton 2-1 winning against QPR. That one's into added on time as well. West Brom 4-2 up now against Middlesbrough. That game into extra time. Into added on time. League One's English League One. Burton Albion 1, Wycombe Wanderers 2, still playing. Burton 1, Bolton 1, still playing. Cheltenham Town 0, Northampton Town still winning 1-0, and that's still playing. Exeter City 2, Reading 1, still playing. Fleetwood Town 0, Shrewsbury Town 1, still playing. Leyton Orient 2-0 up against Cambridge United, still playing. Lincoln City, full-time result, 3-0 winners against Blackpool. Oxford have won 2-1 against Cheltenham. Against Charlton Athletic. Also full-time result. Peterborough United have lost 4-2 to Derby County. Full-time result. Port Vale 1. Carlisle United 0. Full-time result. Stevenage 0-0 with Portsmouth. That game is still playing. And Wigan have lost to Barnsley 2-0. As that is a full-time result. League 2, Wimbledon 1, Forest Green Rovers 1, Barrow 1, Wrexham 1. They're both full-time results. Bradford winning 1-0 against Crewe Alexandra, still playing. Gillingham losing 3-0 to Colchester. That into added on time as well. Harrogate Town 2-0 winners against Markham, full-time result. Mansfield Town 3-2 up against Stockport. That's still playing. Milton Keynes Dons 2, Doncaster Rovers 1, full-time result. Newport County 3, Sutton United 1, still playing. Nottingham Notts County 2, Tranmere Rovers 1, still playing. Salford City 1, Accrington Stanley 2, still. That one is a full-time result. Swindon Town 5, Crawley Town 0. That's into the 97th minute. Walsall 1, Grimsby Town 1. That's also into added on time. In the Scottish Championship, guys, Adrian's 2, Inverness 1. That's a full-time result. Ayr United have lost 3-0 to Dundee United, full-time result. Dunfermline lost 1-0 to Wraith Rovers, also a full-time result. Greenock Morton losing 3-0 to Arbroath, also a full-time result. Partick Thistle currently 3-1 up against Queen's Park. That game into added on time. In Scottish League 1, Annan Athletic have won 3-2 against Edinburgh City. Edinburgh City took the lead in that earlier on, but they've ended up losing to Annan Athletic 3-2. Cove Rangers 2-0 down to Queen of the South, and that is into added on time. Hamilton Academic winning 1-0 against Montrose, full-time result. Stirling Albion 1-0 up against Celtic Hearts, full-time result. Alloa Athletic v Falkirk kicking off at 5:30. Scottish League 2, Elgin City 1, East Fife 1, Forfar Athletic 1, Bonnyreach Rose 2, Peterhead 0, the Spartans 1, Stanhousemere 2, Dumbarton 4, Stranraer 1, Clyde 0. Those all full-time results in the Scottish League 2. In the Welsh Premiership, guys, Cardiff MU have won 1-0 against Colwyn Bay. Haverford West County has drawn 1-1 with Carnforth Town. New Saints have drawn 2-2 with Barry Town United. Newtown v Aberystwyth Town kicks off at 5:15. Irish Premiership, guys. Linfield v Carrick Rangers still playing. That game is 3-3 into the 81st minute. Newry City AFC losing 4-0 to Crusaders, and that is a full-time result. Fantastic result there for the Crusaders. So, yeah, I think that brings you guys bang up to date with all the results around the UK, with the exception of non-league. So there you go, guys. Let's go to the chat and quickly catch up with what you guys are saying. Premier League focusing 4-0 Gaz and 90 played. Right, so I'm going to quickly skip these comments about other games going on. Ben saying, like Brentford for the only team to get the double over City. Yeah, but Ben, to be fair, Ben, they got a bit of luck with that last season, didn't they? With the fixtures, the way the fixtures fell from. Joey saying, laugh out loud, Gaz. I tried talking my wife into getting a goat. She was having none. She was having none of it. Laugh out loud. Maybe try chicken's idea. I like it. See, it's a man thing, Joey. It's a man thing. I know. I keep saying that to my missus, that I think it's just a man thing that we like to, we all have that inner ambition to have livestock and be farmers and have land, and I think I don't know. I think it dates back to our Neanderthal heritage. So thanks for that, Joey. Premier League Focus saying, Joey, you should try to get birds, mate. Yeah, well, yeah, but we're thinking of something that can actually provide food, though. Kyle is saying, no probs, Gaz. Thanks, Kyle. Thanks, mate. Yeah, sorry for the misunderstanding with that result, mate. My bad. Ben is saying teams need to fight against the big six league. Yep, they do, mate. I think teams and fans need to fight against that. Well said, Ben. Absolutely, mate. Well said. Joey saying too much hard work, Prem focus with the kids as well. Laugh out loud. Yep. Yeah. The birds. Yeah, Joey, you're right, mate. Yeah, you'll have your hands full with that, won't you? Joey saying, nice one. Well done, Preston. Absolutely well said, Joey. Yeah. I think you would have your imagine Joey trying to handle kids with one hand um and zebra finches with the other. That's where you want to look, Premier League Focus. If you want to get into bird, look at Premier League Focus. Look at zebra finches. They're very much a bird that's like they're really nice birds. But you can actually enter them into competitions and stuff like that. Premier League Focus saying if Crusaders at least get a draw against Plentard, then we will be first. Well, yeah, definitely, mate. Still plenty of football to be played, Premier League Focus. So you got a fantastic win today, 4-0. So all you can do is take it one game at a time, mate. One game at a time. Premier League Focus saying, show it. I know, mate. A bit of work. Yeah, absolutely. Definitely when he's got kids as well. Dave Shields saying Millwall 1, Stoke 0. Yep, thanks, Dave. Yep, Millwall still winning in that one. Thank you, mate. Joey's saying, nice one, Dave. Absolutely, yeah. I hope that, I don't know if it's finished that, but let's have a quick look. Is that full-time result? Yeah, is that still playing? Still a lot of games still playing. Yeah, it's still playing 90 plus 4 minutes. That's saying. Let's refresh it because it might be. Yeah, still playing. Still playing, Millwall. 90 plus 4, it's that, mate. Kyle H saying Celtic drew 0-0. Yes. Well, that's cool, that, Kyle. Absolutely, mate. We want to see more of it. Well, I certainly want to see a more enjoyable title race in the Scottish Championship. Sorry, in the Scottish Premiership season. So, yeah. I know Celtic fans won't like it, but we've got to give it a little laugh for that, haven't we? We've got to. So, yeah, thanks for that, Kyle. Joey's saying laugh out loud. Awesome, Kyle. Yeah, yeah. Thanks for that, Joey. Dave saying, Joey, I was sat outside the calf over the road. Awesome, Dave. So you picking up the atmosphere coming out, echoing outside the ground, I presume, Dave. So nice one. Premier League Focus saying shocking from Blackpool. Yep, they had a bad day today, didn't they, mate? They did. So nice one, Premier League Focus. Yep. Joey saying, did you hear all the atmosphere? I should imagine so. Yeah. Kyle saying, gonna hammer them at Ibrox, mate. Well, I hope so, mate. Definitely. Certainly don't want to see. From my perspective, I certainly don't want to see Celtic dominating the Scottish Premiership like we're seeing the Manchester City do. So, yeah, it is great. From my perspective, it is great to see Rangers back competing at the top of the Premiership in Scotland. So it's yeah, definitely, mate. Hopefully, it will be an interesting game that in the derby, mate. Joey saying fingers crossed for that. Yeah, for you, Kyle. Kyle, absolutely nice one, Joey. And Dave saying, Joey, yeah, mate, we was on fire. Apparently, awesome. Yeah, hearing good things from the Millwall game this afternoon. Kyle saying, cheers, bro. Nice one, Kyle, and to you, mate, top man. And thank you, Kyle. Always a pleasure to have you involved, mate. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, Kyle. And thank you for coming and getting involved, mate. Always a pleasure to have you in the Fandom community. Dave Shield saying, thank you, guys, Stevie, and I'll see you all soon. Thank you, Dave. Take care, mate. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks for coming and getting involved, mate. Joey saying, bye, Dave. Nice one, Joey. Awesome stuff. Top stuff, guys. Nice one, Joey. Stevie saying, Stevie Allen saying, thanks, Dave. Nice one, Stevie. Her Shish. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but her Shish saying, Andrew Hughes is my cousin. Okay, mate. Well, welcome to Football Fan Then UK. Great to have you with us. Although I don't, to be honest, I don't know who Andrew Hughes is. So sorry about that, mate. But welcome to Football Fan Then UK. Premier League Focus saying Hertz Fry? Question mark. Yeah, I'm not sure who it is. So yeah, I'm not following that. Okay, mate. Well, as I said, I'm not sure who you're referring to there, Herb. But welcome to Football Fan Then UK. Premier League Focus saying nice, nice one, mate. Nice one. Premier League Focus there, trying to be positive with the new fan in the chat. Although I'm not sure I'm reading his name out correctly, but nice one, Premier League Focus. Joey saying, nice one. Cheers, guys. Better go feed the little monsters. Laugh out loud. Catch you soon. Bye, all. Yep. Make sure they don't bite your fingers, Joey. I'm sure your kids are great, but I'm sure they're little monsters when they're testing your patience, though. But thank you, Joey. As always, mate, pleasure to have you involved. Enjoy the rest of the weekend, mate, and stay safe and well. Thanks, Joey. Stevie saying, thanks, Joey. Absolutely nice one, Stevie. Top stuff, mate. And Stevie's saying, thanks everyone for joining. Please hit the like button before leaving. Absolutely nice one, Stevie. Yeah, guys, please do hit that thumbs up and if you could before you leave. But yeah, I'm going to jump off now. Thank you to all you guys. Enjoyed your company this afternoon. Hopefully your team did get a positive result. But for me, for now, that's it. Take care. All the best. Bye for now.